What's up guys, Syiler here, and today we're going to be doing something called 10 years, 10 questions. It's something that was started by a blogger, alternative chat, and it's a great idea where it's basically to get as many people as possible who play WoW to answer 10 questions. Just standard people, you don't even need to be a blogger or a YouTuber or whatever, just normal people, bloggers, YouTubers, and yeah, you answer 10 questions that are to do with World of Warcraft. And it's going to be like a collective of everyone's questions, so it's just to bring together everyone's memories and sort of answers to these 10 questions from World of Warcraft. Now, I haven't prepared for these questions because, well, one, I'm lazy, we all know that, and two, I don't script things anyway, I just kind of go with the flow. So, this is my first time reading these 10 questions, and we're going to see what happens. So when did you start playing World of Warcraft? Well, I started playing World of Warcraft near the end of Vanilla. I started around November, so it was about 2-3 months before, well, it was 2 months before TBC launched. Because I remember, because my birthday is the 29th of January. And what happened was, TBC launched like the 17th of January. And I was like, but Mom, please get me TBC for my birthday. And she did. I got TBC for my birthday, which I had to wait a couple of weeks. But at the time anyway, I was still leveling and, you know, still being a noob. So that's not changed today. But so that's when I started playing WoW. What was the first character you ever rolled? Or ever character... What was the first ever character you rolled? Well, the first character I ever created was a Night Elf Warrior. I remember I called it DTT, which is my initials of my name, because I'm so creative. I had no idea what to call it, and I logged on, and the memory I have is trying to fight the level 3 owls, and dying to them, and being like, oh, this game's dumb. And then I stopped playing, and then my friend was like, oh, I'll come play again. You're on the own. I tried adding him as a friend, and I was like, I can't find you, I don't know, this is a dumb game. But it turns out I was on the wrong server, and on the wrong faction. So we didn't get off to a very good start. Which factors determine your faction choice in game? Well, I started off as Horde, just because, my first character was Alliance, just because I thought it looked, like, kinda cool. But my first character was, my first sort of main character was a Orc Hunter. And I picked Orc just because one of my friends was playing on Horde. So that was kind of what got me to play Horde, and has kind of kept me playing Horde all this time. Normally if I have the choice, I'll play Horde. What has been your most memorable moment in World of Warcraft and why? Okay, so the most memorable moment, there's quite a few of them, but there's one that always stands out to me as like a moment I'll never forget. So basically, back in TBC, I was on a server called Alonzus on EU, and it was more Alliance populated, I believe, at the time. And there was, you know, forum posts on the forum saying, oh, no one ever PvPs, and the Horde's cowards and all this. And they challenged us. They challenged the Horde to a fight. And we're like, sure, let's go, let's fight. So they challenged us to meet them on the bridge in Blade's Edge Mountain, the one that, like, is right near the Alliance and the Horde bases. There's like a bridge sort of dividing them. And we were told to meet on that bridge. So me and my guild got involved, we all went there. There was like maybe 40 people from Horde, and the Alliance showed up, and there was about 5 of them. So we killed them. And we were like, well, no, they're not getting away with this. They're not being cowards. So we went and raided all the different sort of Alliance cities, and we killed everyone. And after a while, we kind of got overrun because, you know, after a while, more people sort of come on you. So we killed everyone anyway. We killed all the different faction leaders. I think we killed, maybe we didn't kill them all. We definitely killed Stormwind and Ironforge. I don't know if we killed any more past that. But, you know, we put our point in there. We were like, Horde isn't dead. Come at us. So then we went back to Orgrimmar. And then, you know, because you always had those spies. You always had people who would be on Alliance or Horde. And they'd have like alts on, you know, the opposite faction, and they'd just kind of sit there messing around, and they'd act as like a spy. So there was one on Alliance who logged over to Horde, and he was like, guys, they're gonna counterattack, they're gonna go kill Orgrimmar, they're gonna, you know, get you back for what you did earlier on today. So we're like, well, hell no. Oh, hell no. So we all hid in Thrall's room. We hid like round the sides, and there must have been about 2 raid groups of people. It must have been about 80 people. So the Alliance come along, they're like, this is easy, the Alliance are noobs, the Horde are noobs. They come in, and they walk through into Thrall's room, and we all just all like, pop out of the sides and killed them. And we wiped their like, reverse raid, we killed them all, and they weren't too happy. But I just remember being on like 2 FPS, trying to jump around and just like lagging around. But it was a really memorable time, and I remember a friend of mine, Nick Shane, he made a video on it, but I can't find the video. I really wish I could, because it shows like, it's the recording of us countering the Alliance raid, and it's such a good memory. I don't know, it was such a good laugh, everyone was on Ventrilo, and yeah, it was probably one of my most memorable moments in WoW. I'll definitely never forget it anyway. It was a lot of fun that day. What is your favourite aspect of the game, and has this always been the case? My favourite aspect now is probably collecting and soloing. I really like trying to solo stuff, which is kind of weird. I've never really made a character dedicated to soloing stuff, but you know, I always try and solo stuff with my Enhance and my Paladin. And I like doing those solos to collect things like gear, mounts, pets, those kind of things. It's probably not always been my favourite aspect. I used to really love raiding. I still do, but you know, the soloing, collecting aspect is slightly higher since sort of late Wrath, I'd say, maybe start of Cataclysm. Do you have an idea? Oh, do you have an area in game that you always return to? So I guess that's more of like, what's my favourite area? I am a fan of Ice Crown. I have the engineering portal, and just when I'm kind of just like messing around, I'll generally sort of teleport to Ice Crown and just fly around the zone for a little bit. I do like the Ice Crown zone. Do you have a... Oh, that's the same question. How long have you slash played, and has that been continuous? How long have I played the game, or how long's my slash played on one character? How long have you slash played, and has that been continuous? Well, I've been playing since... Oh god, I have to work this out now. Hold on. Let me figure out the dates. So... Hold up. Bear with me a minute. So... I've been playing since November 2006. So I've been playing for 8 years. Coming up to 8 years this year. It's been continuous apart from during Ulduar. During Ulduar I took like a 3-month break where I didn't even unsub, I don't think. But I was like, I was kind of younger and I was like, okay, I need to be done with the game, I need to go live life to the full. And then I realised, I went and did it for a couple of months and I realised like, it caused me to fall out with one of my friends. I spent like a lot of money which I'd been saving and it just didn't really work out the way I thought it would. So I was like, okay, back to being a nerd. See you later, lock the door. Bye, sunlight. So yeah, I've been playing for just under 8 years, and it's been pretty much continuous. I unsubbed from WoW a couple of months ago, and then I've resubbed like 10 days ago. So my account has probably been unsubbed for about 3 months total in those 8 years, I'd say. Admit it, do you read quest text or not? Yes. It depends on what I'm doing, but if I'm just kind of like leveling on my own, you know, not really rushing, I do enjoy sort of the story of quests and stuff like that, and I will sit there reading them. So, yes. Are there any regrets from your time in the game? I thought I had regrets, as I said before. Playing in Wrath, I thought, like, oh, I've wasted my life, and I need to get things going and stop playing the game, and I went to quit, you know. It was to the point where I was even talking to people about selling them my account. Like, I was trying to be completely done with the game, but then I went outside and I was like, it's not really, I don't understand why. So, I don't regret the game. The people I've met playing this game, the memories I have, you know, have everything really to thank for WoW, in a sense. What effects has Warcraft had on your life outside gaming? So, as I mentioned before, the whole raft thing where I quit for a little while and I thought, like, I need to get outside more, I need to start living my life, but it wasn't really the case. It should be your choice. If that's what you want to do, don't let people force it on you, don't let them to make you think that being outside is good for you or whatever, like, because people don't understand really what WoW is. Like, all these people you meet, all the fun times you have, you're safe inside, and it doesn't really cost much. People are like, oh, $8.99 a month? Yeah, but what else can you do for a month that costs £9? Like, if you go out drinking, you're going to spend a lot more than a tenner. If you're buying a new game every month, that's going to be like £40. Like, WoW is good for the price. What effect has it had on my life, though? I will probably admit that I've become a lot more lazy during my time playing WoW. If anything, I've always been skinny, so that isn't even WoW's like thing. Even before I started playing WoW, I've always been a very skinny person, no matter what I try. So it's not really affected my health. I did used to be a lot more active, in fairness, but that was during school. You kind of have to be active in school, like running and stuff. And I've met a lot of people. Maybe, you know, it's hard to say because you don't know what could have been if you weren't playing WoW. Like, I could be a millionaire from not playing WoW right now. Maybe I would have got straight A's in my studies and stuff like that. Or found a better job. Or I could have got hit by a bus. You never know. So I wouldn't say it's had a negative effect either way. Like, this is the choice that I've made for my life, and I'm happy with it. So that is my 10 questions answered. And you go answer your 10 questions about World of Warcraft. There'll be links to the alternative chat blogs. Go check that out. And thank you for starting this. This is a really cool idea. There'll be a link to these questions. It's like a form if you just want to fill it out and you're not like a blogger or a YouTuber or whatever. And if you are a blogger or whatever, do your blog or do your video and then send it to alternative chat and it'll be like featured. So there you go. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully this has been a little bit of an insight to you about me and my 8 years of playing World of Warcraft. I wish I could have been playing since the beginning. I really do, because I don't know, it would have been nicer to experience everything from day one. But I was a bit late. I was a little bit late to the party, but I definitely wish I had more time to check out vanilla, because by the time I kind of hit max level and found my feet and stuff, I was done with the expansion. It was like onto TBC. So that's one regret down there. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Look out for more videos coming soon. See ya.